How home equity creates millionaires while most people miss it. There are millions of Americans right now who are technically millionaires and they don't even feel rich. How is that possible? Home equity. Hi, I'm David Hiddle, your real estate specialist doing business as Shop Kentucky Homes, LLC with United Real Estate Louisville. And today we're going to break down how home ownership is quietly creating wealth and why so many people completely miss this opportunity. There's a major shift happening in the housing market right now. More and more homeowners are becoming equity millionaires. Not because they hit the lottery, not because they started a business, but simply because they owned a home long enough. And that is something most people don't fully understand. The big idea. What is the data showing? Well, as homeowners stay in their homes over time, their equity grows significantly. In fact, in the first 5 years, the typical homeowner builds around $180,000 in equity. By years 6 to 10, that can grow to over $340,000 plus. And it does not stop there. The longer you own, the more that number compounds. If this video has been helpful to you so far, please make sure you like and subscribe because I break down what's actually happening in today's housing market so that you can always make smarter decisions. So why is this creating millionaires? Well, here's the key. Your home is not just where you live. It's one of the biggest wealth building tools that you have. Every payment you make reduces your loan, increases your home ownership, and builds equity. At the same time, if home values are rising, your equity grows even faster. And that combination is powerful. The millionaire next door effect. This is why so many people become millionaires. Without changing their lifestyles, they buy a home, they stay put, they pay it down, they let appreciation work over time, and eventually their net worth crosses that $1 million mark. But here's the catch. Most of that wealth is tied up in that house. So why they don't feel rich? Even though their net worth is high, they don't feel wealthy. Why? Because it's not liquid. It's sitting in the value of their home. So while they may be worth $1 million on paper, they're not walking around spending like it. And here's the part that matters most. The people who benefit from this the most are the ones who start earlier. The earlier you get into home ownership, the more time you have for appreciation, the more time you have for loan pay down, equity growth, and over time, that gap becomes massive. In fact, homeowners who get in early tend to build significantly more long-term wealth than those who wait. But there's a problem today. Here's the challenge. It is getting harder to get into the housing market. Prices are higher. Interest rates are higher. First-time buyers are getting older, which means fewer people are starting that wealth building clock early. So the big lesson here is home ownership is not just about having a place to live. It's about building wealth over time. And the people who understand that position themselves very differently. The truth of the matter is, most wealth in America is not built overnight. It's built slowly through ownership over time. And real estate is one of the most consistent ways that that happens. So, if you are thinking about buying a home, or you're trying to figure out the right timing in today's market, please reach out to me directly. I will help you understand what makes sense for your particular situation and how to position yourself to start building equity the right way. And if you want to know whether now is actually a good time to buy, you should watch this next video.